gentlemen, we have a really special guest today, as always. He just came off a win off Misfits 012, and it was a very emphatic win in my opinion. And I can't wait to have him on this podcast. We have the one, the only DTG. Thanks for coming on, brother. Thank you.
And hello. Glad to be here.
Well,
Happy to be here.
you
Right.
you informed me that you were going to be doing a little DTG egg style while we're doing this interview, and
Yes.
as far as my podcast goes, I welcome anything that happens. If anyone's doing anything, they're doing something, and it involves everyday life, I'll always welcome it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these eggs turn out by the end of the video. But
I'm gonna have to disclaimer, before anyone tries to get on to me.
Okay.
I don't normally do this, but for the purpose of you seeing what I'm doing, I'm gonna have to put this on here.
All right, yeah. It's not cooking on the stove, guys. Just it's just on the stove, just for.
Well, actually, I can do this to be fair. Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah.
We're
No,
good
that's
this way.
good. That's a great angle. It's a great angle. But how you
But yeah.
feeling coming off that win, brother? Are you feeling good? You still training and everything? Like how's everything going after that win?
Yeah, no, it feels really good, man. Honestly, like I said on my interview with Misfits, like after the fight, like it feels good to have kind of prove people wrong. A lot of people were backing me based off having experience and all these things, but a lot of people were doubting me because of the height difference and stuff. And yeah, man, I mean, regardless, that I knew there was people doubting me, and there's always people that are gonna want me to not do well, and that wasn't how it went, and I'm
Yeah,
happy about that.
that's the name of the game,
And
unfortunately. But
yeah, literally.
but I think it was really a really infatuating wing that I said that in the beginning is because a lot of people like on the prime card, right, like counted you out because it was like SX versus DTG, like artist versus artist, and they were like, oh, SX on the KSI song, like how is this matchup gonna go? And then you
Yeah.
did something that was pretty. I mean, it was pretty dominant, and I feel like people kind of passed upon that because of the matchups that happened in the prime card. But
Yeah.
I think because of the fight that it was, and later in the card, the fights kind of got a little bit. I mean, a little bit disappointing in some people's eyes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so I feel like coming off SX and then beating Miles, I think you're coming off a. I mean, you can pretty much ask for some opponents. So what kind of opponents are you kind of looking for? Not to have you name out anyone specifically, but just what kind of opponent would you like?
I mean, hey, listen, I've kind of spoken about it already. Like, it's not no secret. Like, a lot of people have been saying that they think I should be a contender for the heavyweight belt. Now, my coaches want me to drop to cruiserweight. I don't really mind where I go. I could have been cruiserweight already. I could have been bridgerweight already. I just do what Mams gives me. You get me? If he tells me he wants me at this for this fight, cool, I'll do it. You know what I mean? So I personally don't mind, but where people are kind of bringing this whole idea about DTG should do this, DTG should do this, I think it'll be cool if he goes for the heavyweight belt. It'll be cool if he fights this guy or this guy. Like, kind of like the idea of it, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't really mind staying at a heavyweight if I'm going for the belt.
Yeah.
If I'm contending for the belt, I'll stay and do that. But if not, then there's no point.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'll probably end up dropping to like Bridger or Cruiser, and I guess seeing whatever happens there. But I think for my storyline, it'll be pretty cool to go from someone who lost his first fight, even though it was a controversial lost his first fight, came back on the biggest event so far, had a dominant performance, and then beat up a giant,
Yeah.
and then go. It's kind of cool. Like, that's kind of cool. So who knows? That'll be sick for me. And obviously that goes without saying. That'll be Tempo Arts.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that'll happen. I don't know if I'll have Tempo Arts next, or if Tempo and Chase have the rematch first. And then, do you know what I mean? So we'll just see.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of things going on in that division for sure. There's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts about that division right now. But I mean, I was just gonna say you're looking pretty slim right now. I mean, you're staying on diet and everything? It seems like.
Thank you. Yes, I am actually. I've been quite ill this week, weirdly enough.
Okay.
So the gym hasn't seen me as much, but I haven't been back to boxing training yet. Because funny enough, I actually said I had a trap. Well, I have a trapped nerve in my neck, so like it really hurts, and I actually had that during my fight.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it was that was really annoying.
Did
Like the week.
I'm
Hmm?
sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. Did adrenaline help that injury at all, or did you feel the
No,
entire fight?
I felt I'll explain it to you. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt so the Monday before the week of the fight. Um, so the Monday before, the Monday before the week of the fight, I did normal training. At the end of training, I did like some neck exercises, and on the Tuesday I had sparring. Then in my second session that day, I had strength and conditioning, and in that session, I started to feel like a really like painful pain in my neck. I went to bed. I woke up on the Wednesday morning, and like my neck was stiff. I literally couldn't move my neck, and I was struggling to get up because like I'm laying down. I'm like I can't move. Like it's like
Right.
there's an
Right.
anchor on my body.
Right.
And long story short, I had that for the rest of that week. I still went to training every day. I still had sparring and all of that. And then so that Friday, I had my last sparring session before camp was done. And I was so like, oh, I was just thinking, boy, like this is gonna be for my last sparring session. I was thinking this is gonna be dead, and then it's gonna, you know what I mean? Like having that last spar kind of gives you that little confident boost before going up to your location for fight week and whatnot. I was just thinking, bro, this is gonna be shit. And I
Mm.
promise you not, I kid you not, yeah. Both my sparring partner and my coach said to me, "This has been your best ever sparring session."
Wow.
And I said, "Wow." And like how that went for me in my head was kind of like where I knew that I had so much pain. I just said, like, I don't know. I actually really don't know what happened. But
Hmm.
whatever it was, kind of took that mentality into my fight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And within that period, like my neck did get a bit better, but it's still not that good at all. Like I tried everything. I've had like cupping. I've got chiropractor saw it twice. Literally day before that, no, day of the fight. Um, like a week before, I got like two-time massages, so many things, and all now it's no, you know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
thought that it was maybe like something to do with the muscles or whatnot, but it's definitely a nerve thing. So yeah,
Well, I mean, fighting through that and sparring through that, I couldn't imagine, especially with a stiff neck. I mean, I feel like having your neck is a pretty important part of the game. Um,
100%.
yeah.
100%.
And I was gonna ask you too. I know like you come off as being an artist, right? Like boxing was next up after you're doing music and everything like that. How do you? It's an interesting concept. Like how do you balance the music with the boxing game? Is there a little bit of a struggle there, here and there, like with studio time and doing training and releasing and promotion, everything like that? Is there a little bit of a struggle there, or is it kind of like an everyday kind of thing?
Um, Kinda. Sorry, I was responding to the last thing.
No, you're
It's
good.
kind of like, mm, it's difficult, but then it hasn't been because I I already like had the plan to do my whole album stuff before. That was already what I was working on. So like I've been traveling around the world, essentially Africa, Europe, um, flipping Canada, all of that. Like just going to hella places, working with different producers, working with different artists, getting these tracks made. And you know, the music game in itself is already long, and there's so many different things that we have to do in that world, which is long. But piecing everything together, you know, it was coming together. And then, you know, certain things happened in my life personally that kind of slowed me down. And then the parent card opportunity was like, I was like, cool, you know what, I need this little break. Just forget about everything for now, lock in, do all of that. And ever since I did that, obviously I literally put everything aside.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just said, cool, it's training every day, this, that, and the other. This is my life for the next 3 months. Because that's how long I had to train. And I don't really get much time in the day once I'm in camp because I wake up at like, let's say 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Um, I travel an hour and a half to and from training. So that's 3 hours already spent on travel.
Mm-hmm.
Then um, I train for an hour and a half. Some days I train twice. And because I train in London and I don't live in London, so if I train twice in a day, I'll go to one of my trainers. So I got two trainers. I'll stay at one of their houses, which is like around the corner,
Right.
and then I'll probably just take a nap or something, and then go back to train, and then go back home, and then not have time to do anything but like sleep and try and get rest. You know what I mean? So that every extra hour I have is more or less like travel or recovery. There's nothing else.
Right.
I don't have time for anything else
Yeah.
really. And where that's been kind of the norm while training, that's all I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even with this last with the O12, I was looking at ways to try and promote because obviously now I understand what's going on. I understand that yes, this is boxing. I look at it like it's boxing, but it's influencer boxing at the end of the day. So it's entertainment as well. We have to do this, that, and the other as well. Do you know what I mean? So I was trying to fit in all sorts of promo stuff where I could, but it was still very hard. And I still, to be fair, I managed to do a fair share of things, but I feel like the most effective thing I did was the diss track, and that literally came when camp was done. Like
Damn.
the day I finished camp was the day that Miles dropped his thing, and the midnight I got to Leeds, I just went to the studio and did that. So, you know what I mean? So
It comes
yeah,
naturally to you at that point. I mean, like you're an artist at heart, so like when someone does that, you're like, oh, okay, well now you're in my territory. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what kind of happened there. But yeah, dude, your fight was very exciting on O12, and I really can't wait to see what you do next on Misfits. But
thank you, man.
I wanted to ask you also, like, do you were saying that there's a lot of things, there's not a lot of time to do anything else. Hold on, before I ask, what do you put in those eggs right there? I'm just curious.
This is Raja all-purpose seasoning. You understand? It
Okay.
said it does what it says. It's all-purpose. You can put it with everything,
Okay.
but
Okay.
don't put it with everything though. Don't do that. But
Disclaim-
with eggs, it's definitely up there. You can use this on chicken, eggs, salmon. To be fair,
You ever
um,
heard of Old Bay?
I have. That's an American thing though, no?
Yeah, yeah, it's a Maryland thing. So it's like a
Yeah.
Cajun, but
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I got something like that. I got wait. I got chili powder here, but
yeah,
there's a
chili powder is
Cajun.
always good.
Where's the Cajun one? Yeah, yeah, I got Cajun style. It's kind of done it. You see, we enjoy this one over
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I was gonna say that's what I usually put on my eggs. Like I put that shit on everything. But
Yeah, like, I'm trying to. You know what? I'm not even trying to really do too much right now because I don't want to make noise. But
you're good,
um,
man.
I'm just kind of just assessing what's here. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Well, I mean, all the ingredients that you put in there looked pretty good. I mean, there hasn't been anything questionable.
Salt, pepper. So far, salt, pepper, a bit of chili flakes,
Chili flakes
and
is always good.
yeah, the not this one.
Yeah,
What's the other one?
the one you just
All
pulled
purpose.
out. Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
all
yeah,
purpose.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, back to just kind of everything. So you said there's not really a lot of time for anything else. Do you enjoy that busy schedule every single day? Like, do you enjoy waking up knowing that you have a schedule, you know what you're doing every single day?
Yeah, I do actually. I love it because where I do so many different things, like on a normal day, like it's good to know that there's a proper structure that I
Mm-hmm.
have to follow. Not something that I can follow, that I have to. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I think it's good because in a normal day, like for instance, ever since I've been off camp, like in the day I wake up, I go to the gym, I'll come back, I might stream. If not, I might just speak to my friends or like play games with my friends. Still gotta make my food, uh, have meetings like every day, send off emails, do all of this stuff, stream. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
so
yeah,
many little
yeah,
things that can take up time and stuff. And it's like sometimes it's just like I just take every day as it comes. Like I know what I'm gonna do, but I don't know when I'm gonna do it.
yeah.
You know,
Right, right.
I can literally wake up and say I'm in the mood to stream, or I'll stream later, or whatever, or like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So it's good to have that structure, know what I'm doing, and so, and always prepare. Like if because I could wake up in the morning and my trainer could say to me, actually, could you come in a little bit earlier today because of this? And like, I'm still ready to do that. It just means I got to leave
yeah.
like maybe half an hour earlier. Um,
So the
so
reason I asked that is because I know a couple artists, not any popular artists or anything like that, but I know a couple artists and they struggle with something that you probably know of is called writer's block. And
yeah, yeah,
a lot of the people that experience writer's block for like a week or 2 weeks, they literally sit themselves in like a dark room or just a room and they think about what they're gonna write. So I feel like every artist experiences that, right? So like
What, writer's block?
yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
I feel like a lot of those guys like sit in their room and do nothing. Like everything that I've seen, like they're just like writing down stuff and it doesn't work. They're repeating. So like it's interesting to think that you got boxing and everything like that, and you don't really have a lot of time. I mean, you have time set in the day, but you don't have a lot of time to just focus on music. And all your tracks have been really good so far. So it's just like it's
Thank you.
interesting to see, like, because boxing in itself is a commitment, and music
Yeah,
in itself
very
is
much.
a commitment as well. So it's like seeing you split that between. You've been very successful at it. So it's just been very, very, very cool to see.
Thank you, man. You know what it is? Just with the boxing and stuff, like, I just love it so much now. Like when I first obviously got into this whole world of the misfit stuff and the crossover boxing, I was just like, I didn't really have an opinion or thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
anything. I just did it. Do you know what I mean? But now that I'm here and I see what it's about, I see like the whole family aura it's got, and even just the community, like even the people that I see on Twitter that are so tapped in, and everything. It's just really beautiful. I'll be real. Like I've always kind of said it, like kind of touched on it briefly, like I've always kind of touched on it briefly. Like my family life is not. It's a bit mad. It's not
Mm-hmm.
really something I'm a fan of,
Right.
and I essentially don't really have a solid family, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like the
Right. Right. Right.
family I've got now are people that I've made family. My managers, get me, my two managers, my boy Ash, my right hand man, my Discord community, my gaming community, bro. Do you know? Can I tell you a fun fact?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
In At the old 12 card, actually no, for the prime card,
Yeah.
I had like maybe 15 people from my Discord who are like a part of my close friends. Not
Mm-hmm.
like the general public in my Discord, but
Right.
like
Right.
people that have access to the private chat and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
15 of them came to Manchester, got an apartment, and watched the fight.
Wow.
But none of them were able to get tickets to the thing. But they all came to Manchester, which is obviously where the fight was.
They were like
And they
tailgating. They were like tailgating that shit. They were.
literally, like everyone, they came to support me, even though they
Wow.
couldn't actually get tickets to the event
Wow.
because it got sold out so quickly. And for 012, they all managed to come. I think there was even like, not everyone, but like there was about 25 people that came.
Still good
They all
amount.
came to the after party as well. It was so lit. As soon as I was done fighting, I went to go in the crowd to look for all of them because they were all sitting in different places.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, we had a good night, man. So like that's family to
Wow.
me in it. And Misfits as well feels like a family because like, you know, you got so many good people, so many nice like man is very careful with who he chooses. I feel like obviously we had one or two people that have upset us publicly and whatnot.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
But but yeah, fam, all in all, I think Mams has selected a really nice bunch of people.
Yeah.
And even just it was really interesting getting to stay with everyone in the same hotel because I've never actually done that before.
Yeah.
Like the three fights I've had, or 12 was the first one that I've actually been in the same hotel as everybody. Normally they split us up.
Yeah. Right.
So
Right.
it's nice to even get to spend more time with Brendan, more time with people like Dean, Chase, their brethren.
I heard you and Fox got pretty close
Yeah,
in that fight.
yeah,
Me and just the only reason I know that me and Fox are pretty close. We do actually a series called Fortnite with Fighters on my channel.
yeah. No, I've seen
Yeah,
that before. Actually.
you're supposed to be where this will be released after we probably release the Fortnite episode, but you're supposed to be our next guest. So
Nice,
we're about to do a trio, me, you, and Fox. But
cool.
it was really
Yeah,
cool seeing the relationship that you've had with a lot of fighters because every time that you're spoken about, I've heard like all great things, and
that's nice.
I think it's really cool though that you said it's family. You know, like like Misfits gave you the platform for all the Discord people to come see you do something amazing, and then meeting all these people in the same hotel and being around them. I think it's a really cool experience. So that's amazing.
No, it is, man. And you know what it is? It's so different and refreshing because you see the music industry, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it goes about it. Like it's not a secret. Everyone knows it. Like it's just full of so many fake people and
Yes,
whatnot.
yes,
A
absolutely,
lot of industries are like that, and I'm pretty sure even within this boxing industry, there's fakes.
for
I ain't
sure.
seen them yet though, and I'm happy I ain't. But I'm very happy with the people that I've managed to connect with. The people that you know what? It's not like I'm friends with everybody on Misfits. Like I've not had that opportunity to do that or get close with everyone.
Right.
But from the certain people that I've spent time with, I'm a good judge of character.
Yeah.
And the people that I fuck with, I fuck with because I know genuine people.
Right.
You
Right.
understand? So,
Right.
yeah,
Well,
man.
I
Big up.
I think
Hmm?
that's really cool that you had that whole entire experience. I can't wait. I wish I could have you on forever, but I know you're cooking right now and you're getting everything together for the rest of the
I'm
night.
just
But
preparing it slowly. You get me?
yeah,
I don't want
yeah,
to make too
yeah.
much
Well, I
noise.
appreciate you taking it slow because I know you're doing the interview, so I really appreciate you doing that. But we need to do an interview when I see you when I come to the UK or something. We'll get an in-person interview, and then I will actually
100%.
see you next week for Fortnite with Fighters with me, you, and Fox. So it will not be
I'm
long
there.
before I see you. But congratulations on everything that you've accomplished so far in Misfits and the music industry and everything in YouTube.
Thank you, bro.
So yeah, congratulations. I can't wait to see what you do next. And is there anything else that you'd like to say to your fans, the Discord people, anyone?
Obviously, thank you for having me on. And again, you'll see me soon. I'm a Fortnite, the trios, with Fox the G, that man over there. And yeah, man, just big up everyone, all the new supporters through the Misfits, all the old supporters from the YouTube to the music, everything. Just anyone that fucks with me, I fuck with you. So thank you very much. And yeah, man, that's it really. Just keep going.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, man. I will see you soon, and yeah, thank you so much.